What is up guys, I'm back with another video, and today video is on Huawei Wi-Fi Prime 2018. Now it's not a new phone, I know, and why I'm making a video you will say, are you ridiculous, why are you making a video on a almost 6 years old phone? Well, I'm just making a video like all best phones from all time. So yeah, that's a new topic on ours. This is a new series which I'm started, where I will show you some old phones of mine which was the best of the best. So yeah, today's session episode 1 we have Huawei Wi-Fi Prime 2018. This phone in 2018 was the best of the best phone. It was a pretty cheap option in the market, and it was the best option in the market at that time. It has a pretty soft design. You can see there it has amazing many colors: blue, orange and black, and one more color which I can't remember right now, but it has many colors in that time, which I just brought the black one. This is my mom's phone, so she gave it to me. So some, yeah, so I own it, so now it's mine. So anyways, get rid of that topic. So anyways, talking about the phone design, the design of it, it's pretty much decent. It's pretty thin. If you see, like, this phone is from pretty thin, paper thin, I will say. Right now iPads are, you're talking about Apple iPad is thin enough, and many other things are thin enough, but this thing is thin. If my camera focus in it, it's very freaking thin. Over here you can see it's very paper thin. So yeah, you have a plastic bag. It's pretty soft matte finish bag. It has pretty soft edges, and it's pretty nice overall design in the back. You can see the design is pretty much decent enough. You can see it's pretty much thin enough, and the design is pretty nice. You can see there are some ridges over here, tiny dots given. So yeah, it's sparkly design and it's pretty nice. Single camera in the back, 13 megapixel single camera, and overall I would say the design is pretty good, pretty nice enough design, good enough, nice enough design. Over here we have a SIM tray slot. We have the micro USB. This is 2018 phone, so it uses micro USB at that time. So yeah, so it was micro USB, but it charges very fastly. Over here we have headphone jack. Finally a phone with headphone jack, because nowadays no phone have headphone jack in it. And no speaker grid, you will say. Well, the speaker grid is mounted over here in an ear speaker. So speaker quality I will show you afterwards. So it's an ear speaker quality. It's over here in a phone call where you take an ear speaker is a rear speaker of this phone. So yeah, overall I would say a design pretty nice and pretty good to hold it in the hand. So yeah, talking about the display of this phone, so there the part starts, the best thing starts. The display of this phone is pretty much good. Like, if I show you the display, the quality is like a 5.5 inches screen, IPS LCD, but 5.5 inches at that time was a pretty big option. But yeah, the overall display, but I actually love the quality. IPS LCD display, but pretty good quality. Let me show you and play the 4K video in it. It's a bit small. It's like an iPhone 5 7 plus screen size, iPhone 6 plus screen size, almost iPhone 6 plus screen size. So yeah, it's pretty decent enough. At that time it was the biggest screen ever. So yeah, so let me show you the 4K video. So yeah, I would say it's not something mind-blowing speakers, because speakers are not something super loud, like super crazy loud. It's not super crazy loud speakers. At that time, the speakers, this Huawei phone doesn't have a good enough speaker, but good display and good design, but not a good speaker. Speaker should be, at that time, should be improved, but this is a 6 years old this device. Why am I freaking complaining about it? Yeah. So yeah, hope you have idea of the speaker. Now let's talk about performance a little bit. So the performance in this phone, it has a MediaTek processor, something MT05, something like that. And if you talk about performance, it's not good. Like, it's good enough. You can do day-to-day normal tasks, like day-to-day normal tasks in it. Like if you want to open the Play Store, you can do it very well. It takes a split second to open, and the launching time of apps are pretty much long period. And if you really want to like see the, you can even play games in it, like normal traffic rider or subway surfers, not like a PUBG or asphalt or real flight or car simulator. You can't play those games in it, but you can play these traffic rider games, which will take a while to load in it. So yeah, it takes a loading time is a lot. So yeah, it's a normal light game, but it's taking time to load in it. So yeah, it takes a long period to load it, and it gets pretty much heat from Europe. So yeah, you can play normal casual games in it. So now you can see it's come here, and then you can just play casual games in it, not something heavy loaded games like PUBG or something else. If I show you the gameplay of this phone, so you can see the gameplay. Loading time is a lot because it's an old processor and it only has 16 GB of memory. Internal storage is only 16 GB. 16 GB in today's world is not at all good enough. So yeah, so you can see you can play these casual games in it. Like this game is pretty light loaded, and still it's giving a bit split second lag in it, split second delay. See, see, frame drop and FPS drop. So yeah, there are some FPS and frame drops in it, so not something super fast, I have to say. So yeah, not something super fast at all. And if I want to go to home, it will take a bit time to lag. It will lag first. So if I show you, yeah, it's first of all it won't respond, and when it will respond, so it will just stay there and the blackout will happen, and then this phone will run. So yeah, you can expect from this phone a lot because it's an old phone, 6 years old phone, and the processor is pretty loose up, use a lot, and then now the processor is age up, phone is aged. So yeah, not too much expect, but you can do day-to-day tasks pretty well. You can watch Instagram very well. So yeah, talking about this phone's camera software hardware, it has EMUI. It's outdated software, completely outdated software. It's EMUI version. Well, first of all, Huawei phones right now have Harmony OS. This phone has EMUI. It has all Google services, but on Harmony OS phones doesn't have Google services in it. But this one is actually old, so it has Google services in it. So about phone session, you can see it is at Android Oreo. It's Android Oreo version. It's Android version 8.1.0 and it's Android Oreo. So yeah, it's Android Oreo time phone. So yeah, super duper old phone, I have to say. And the software EMUI, I will say it's pretty decent. You can see all the software, but now the EMUI not come. So why am I even talking about EMUI? So yeah, it's old outdated software. Talking about the cameras of this phone, it has 13 megapixel main camera and 5 megapixel selfie shooter. Not something crazy to expect from these cameras. Like, these cameras are pretty much decent, like pretty much okay, I would say. So if I want to take a photo of here, this is a photo which came out. Even my like you can see there is not too much details. Like if I've done an A20s review, and that phone camera is pretty good against this phone. This is the video which I make for the red phone, red camera of my red Samsung Galaxy A53. You can see the colors are not popping a lot. Like the colors are not, like red cover is not actually popping a lot. So that's what the cons or pawns are. Front camera is overall in other behalf is pretty good. Front camera for other behalf is good, and it has some feature which new phones doesn't have. It has selfie flash in it. Yeah, selfie flash. You can actually turn it off at all cause it has a selfie flash. In the night time the front camera is pretty good, and overall the front camera is also pretty nice. If I want to take a selfie right now, 5 megapixel shooter doesn't look like a 5 megapixel shooter. It's more good than the rear camera. So yeah, but overall, what will you take from this old phone? What type of photos you will take? But the best part, it has a selfie flash in it. So yeah. And overall, talking about the battery of this phone, now there's the pawns come. It has a 3,500 or 3,000 somewhere about battery. It's an old phone. The battery life has decreased in 6 years, so it's only lasts around 1.5 hours, or even sometimes if you're lucky, it will give you 2 hours. If you are heavy using it, so it will only give you 1 hour, hardly 1 hour. And if you are normal casual using it, 2 hours. So yeah, battery life has decreased a lot. I started this video at 96% charge and already 84% battery left. So yeah, battery life has decreased, but charging is time is good enough. Let me show you a feature which new phones don't have and we actually miss it. So guys, this is a feature. It has LED notification light, which newer phone doesn't have. In the process of charging, till 90% the light is red, and at 90% the light turns green. So newer phone we actually miss this feature a lot. LED notification light doesn't, no newer phone doesn't have these features. So yeah, it actually brings in a notification. If you have a notification, so over here the green light will flash like slowly view. So yeah, we actually miss this feature in newer phone. Newer phone doesn't have these features. So yeah, overall, if I have to say, this phone, if you really want a secondary phone, you can't buy this phone. It's you can, if you want it, you can buy this phone. It's pretty good phone for a price. If you want a secondary phone, and it's in eBay, you can even buy for $50, at low as $50. So yeah, it's a good deal for $50 if you want to give to your grandparents or your parents a training phone. So this phone is pretty good option for you. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy and have an idea of Huawei Wi-Fi Prime 2018. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and this is I as always sign off.